Arsenal 2, Manchester United 3. Will this team, will this manager, will this club ever learn? Will they ever learn? Because I'm getting to the point where I'm wondering if this team actually wants to win the Premier League. Maybe it's too much responsibility. Maybe it's too much accountability. Maybe the expectation and the pressure is too high for this club. Other teams are stumbling left, right, and centre. I'll be honest, we should be 10 points clear by now. We should be sailing off into the sunset and going, Prem's already nearly bagged up. Let's go and win something else. Instead, you're probably sitting here tonight as an Arsenal fan going, I don't know if we're going to win anything. And I'm a lot more calm than I was at full time. I've listened to interviews, Vieira, Arteta. I've read the quotes. But that today was absolutely unacceptable from top to bottom. Well done to Manchester United. Well done to Manchester United. Your manager's been there 7 days. As long as the Craig David song. Monday, beat Man City on Tuesday. We chilled on Sunday. Yeah, you chilled at the Emirates because you made it frosty in there. Maybe that's why half of our fan base left with 5 minutes to go. But apparently it's the content creators' fault. Oh, it's your fault we lost, is it? Imagine paying hundreds of pounds to go and watch your team in a title race and you're walking out 5 minutes before the end of the game. And we're meant to be carrying them over the finish line. Do you know what I mean? But that's a whole nother discussion. Let's talk about today's game. As I said, well done to Manchester United because that wasn't even a tough game really for them in the end. They slapped Man City last week and they did a number on us. They did a number on us. Look at their goals compared to ours. Listen, it don't matter how you score as long as you score. But look at their goals compared to ours. Look at the quality, particularly of the second and the third goal. And you know what? Even the first goal, the composure. Look at our goals. I still don't know who scored that first goal. Was it Timber? Was it Martinez? I don't know. Second goal. It is just... I told you, people, we've all seen the Titanic. There's an iceberg and then it ends up in the water. We've seen this movie before, unfortunately, people. Belief is lacking. Right now, I've got hope. Belief is back on the floor. Do I believe Arsenal are going to win the league? Probably not. Do I hope Arsenal win the league? Yes. Let's go through individual players. David Raya, you're a goalkeeper. Play like a goalkeeper. Why does he want to get on the ball all of a sudden, play 1-2s with people, get involved, like rush goalkeeper when you was a kid? Just play the damn ball forward. But again, maybe it's a tactic from Arteta, so is it his fault? Timber and Nkapia were all right today. Thought they played okay in amongst a real poor performance, but still not great, by the way. Nkapia just come back from injury. I thought he did okay. 2 centre-backs today, dreadful. Dreadful. Saliba. I swear, Saliba played like he was out drinking last night. I said last week Saliba's the best centre-back in the world. I mean, I still think he is one of the best. But today, casual. And then Gabriel said, oh, you're giving the ball away. You know what? You're my partner in crime. I'll give the ball away as well. Poor. But you do have a lot of credit in the bank. But today was not the day for it. Poor, poor defending. Zubimendi today. Zubimendi today. Wow. I said before, when he's good, he's good. When he's bad, he is bad. Caught on the ball against Tottenham, Richarlison lobs the keeper. Gives away a free kick at Anfield, so Bosley puts it top bins. Gives the ball straight to Mbeumo for the equaliser. When he's bad, it's bad. I said it before and I say it again. I don't care if people feel uncomfortable. He is not an upgrade on Thomas Partey. Just because when he's good, he's really good, it ain't happening enough. Poor. Should have got hooked at half time, but you know, that only happens to certain players in our team. Rice, first half, did really well. Second half, faded. I've said it before, people. There's certain games when Arsenal are struggling, Arteta should put Zubimendi in the 8 and Rice in the 6. Rice can protect with his physicality. Zubimendi can get forward and create, but we've got centre mids sitting in defence playing 1-2s. You know what I mean? Our number 6 is playing a 1-2 with Saliba for the goal that we concede. Now, don't get me wrong, and I said this on the stream, Saliba's pass is poor. The ball's bouncing. But Zubimendi's already made the decision. However you pass me the ball, I'm going to play it first time. And then he hits the ball wrong, and Mbuemo's in. He should have reacted to the pass and controlled it and kept it. Martin Odegaard, listen, people say oh, you're too harsh on him. I'm not even going to say much more. There's no explanation needed anymore. You can all see it. You can all see it. Again, captain hooked in the 57th minute against Man United after a pretty non-existent performance. He started okay in the first 10-15 and then disappeared. Tony Adams was right, people, about his leadership. Not only should he not be in the team, he should not be wearing the armband. He ain't a leader. Nothing about him is a leader. Bukayo Saka, listen, I don't even like saying what I'm about to say because I'm a massive fan of Saka. I think what he's done for the club over the last few years has been brilliant for a young player to put a massive club on his shoulders. Listen, it hasn't led to silverware, but you haven't been the problem. Other players at times have been the problem. You've had to tear and pull a hamstring because this manager's ran you into the ground. This is not the Bukayo Saka pre-hamstring injuries. This is not a world-class winger that you are seeing. This is a guy that is playing through injuries that have changed his game. You've seen Lamine Yamal on the right-hand side for Barcelona and what he's doing. You've seen Michael Elise, what he's doing at Bayern Munich. They are balling out. Lamine is on a whole nother planet on that right-hand side of midfield. Saka looks the same as every other attacker in our team. He looks no different. He tries. He spent most of the game today kicking the ball at Luke Shaw and winning a corner. You know what I mean? He struggles to get past fullbacks now. The end product is lacking. Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Trossard today, poor. Purple patch player. Clutch moment player. Not consistent. Not good enough to be Arsenal's left winger on a week-by-week basis. He's just not. He's just not, people. Gabriel Jesus. Everybody was calling for Gyökeres to be dropped. I said on my preview on Friday, I play Gyökeres. And the reason I said it is because, again, Jesus is a purple patch player. Has a good game, then disappears. And despite whatever we think, we've been winning games with Gyökeres in the team. More often than not. Not all the time, but the majority of the time. Even when he's not playing that well, somehow he helps the wingers get more space. He occupies the centre-backs. He's a nuisance, at the very least. But we got caught up in the lights. Jesus played well in the Champions League. What did he do today? He was absolutely dreadful. Spent most of the game rolling around looking for a free kick. Soft. Again, people. Arsenal's attack. What attack? That attack? Top scorers in the Premier League this season. Victor Gyökeres, 5. Leandro Trossard, 5. Own goals. Owen Goles. Michael Owen. Own goals has got 4. Own goals is our second top goal scorer. 4 with Eze, Marino, Rice and Saka. We are over 50% of the season. And our top scorer's got 5 Premier League goals. And last season, no Arsenal player hit double figures in the Premier League. It could quite easily happen again in the middle of a title race. When Haaland's got 20 and Igor Thiago's got 16 at Brentford. This isn't individual. This is collective. Lack of freedom, lack of creativity, lack of risk, lack of willingness to go and win football matches. I have no problem Arsenal scoring from set pieces. I have a problem when you start relying on set pieces. This manager. People who are in the comments were going, yeah, he's made substitutions. He's going for it. No, he hasn't. Jesus for Gyökeres. Trossard for one of the wingers, usually Martinelli, but he brought on Noni. Let's talk about the substitution. I mean, Ben White didn't really notice him. Marino, he scored. Fair play. Noni Madueke, saw everything that's right and wrong with Noni Madueke today. Goes past the fullback with ease, runs it out of play. What did you buy him for £52 million? Genuinely. Oh, and by the way, Ethan's at Marseille, scored on his debut. The exact kind of player that we needed on the pitch today. Somebody that's brave, gets the ball, drives through midfield, can take people on. Oh, and guess what? Can shoot from outside the area, like he did yesterday for Marseille. But apparently he's not good enough to even be on our bench. Be on our bench. He should be starting. I'd be starting Ethan over Odegaard. And by the way, I'd probably be starting him over Eze as well. Because Eze ain't doing nothing. This ain't the Eze I watched at Crystal Palace. One of the best players in the league to watch when he's performing. I don't know who that is. Gyökeres, come on, man. What are we doing? Let's talk about this manager. Tactically outdone by a manager that's been there for 7 days. Transformed that Man United team already. Just by going, you know what, lads? Play with freedom. Mbuemo, Bruno, Dorgu, Ahmad, they all look free. Kobe Mainu, free Kobe Mainu. We've seen the t-shirts. He looks free. 4 at the back. Lissandro and Maguire at centre-back. A lot of Arsenal fans don't rate either one of them. Look at the state of us today against them. We didn't trouble none of them. We didn't trouble any of them. Man United, 3 shots on target, 3 goals, 100% record of hitting the target. Arsenal, 4 shots on target. Collectively, this is one of the worst attacks I've ever seen at Arsenal. I've never watched an Arsenal team that is so short of ideas and ways of scoring. We just whip crosses in, put 5 players around the 6-yard box and put crosses in and see if someone nods it in, see if it falls to someone, and you just... Those 2 goals we scored today are a reflection of how we attack. No creativity, no shots from outside the area, no skill, no 1-2s, no excitement, nothing. How are we supposed to win the league? Because I tell you something, this is just my opinion, by the way. If Man City get ahead of us, I don't think we'll catch them for the rest of the season. Our only hope is that somehow, by hook or by crook, we stay away from them. As I said, their next 2 Premier League games are Tottenham and Liverpool, as are Leeds and Sunderland. But Leeds at Ellen Road ain't easy, and Sunderland took points off us at their place. And really, can we rely on Tottenham and Liverpool to take points off City the way they're playing? The only good thing is both their games are away, but it's very hard to believe in this system. I don't believe that all these players are this poor in attack, because we've seen some of these players before balling out. The system doesn't allow anybody to thrive. Trossard for Martinelli, Jesus for Gyökeres, Saka for Madueke, Odegaard for Eze. Nothing really changes. It all looks the same. We make substitutions, nothing changes. High crosses when Jesus playing against Maguire. It's poor. And you know what, people? I'll be honest with you. I'm not even ranting and raving. I'm concerned. Today is genuinely the first game I really looked at and thought, we might not win anything this season, despite the fact people keep going, we're top of the Champions League, we're top of the Prem, semi-final of the Carabao, in the next round of the FA Cup. Because I looked at that team today and I thought, there's a mentality issue more than anything. They can't deal with the pressure. When the system doesn't work, they don't know what to turn to. It's like Mikel's drilled them into, this is how we're going to play. And when that's not breaking the opposition down, they don't know how to deal with it. This system is built on being defensively solid, not conceding, and then with the crosses, the set pieces, and the pressure, eventually it will pay and we'll get a goal, and then maybe we'll get a second, and we'll defend our way to win the game. When the system lets them down, they don't seem to know how to figure it out. We were losing 2-1. We equalise, get back to 2-2. And within 3 minutes, we've conceded again. And look at the quality of them goals. Why ain't Eze hitting shots from outside the box like that? He's capable of it. I've seen it at Palace. Cunha's a player that I always liked. I felt we should have gone for him. So, listen, just in rounding it up, to be honest, the warning signs have been there for weeks with Arsenal. Last 3 games in the Premier League now, 2 draws and a defeat for Arsenal. That is not title-winning form. And we're actually fortunate that Man City had a wobble, you know. Aston Villa 4 points behind us. You can't ignore them. Got a very good manager. They're signing players. My final bit of advice to Arteta, because he's going to be here for the rest of the season, no matter what anybody thinks, he has to free up this attack. He has to tweak that system. You've got to find more ways of scoring than set pieces. And understand that favouritism will cost you the title. Odegaard, Jesus, these guys have failed to get you over the finish line previously. Multiple times, by the way. Change it up. Go and give Eze 5 games in attacking midfield. Keep Gyökeres up front. Even if you take him off after 60 minutes. Because you go back to the same team as we had before, you ain't going to get over the line. Because we're lacking quality. Let's be honest, Trossard wouldn't start for any other big club. Jesus wouldn't start for any other big club. Odegaard wouldn't start. He ain't as good as Bruno Fernandes. Nowhere near him. Ain't as good as Cherki and Foden in attacking midfield for Man City. He ain't as good as Morgan Rogers at Aston Villa. He's not. He ain't as good as Cole Palmer for Chelsea in attacking midfield. They're better. They've all got better creative players than him. So, listen, for me, disappointing. We've got a midweek game against Cairo, who are bottom of the Champions League group. Will probably look like Brazil 1970 against them because there's no pressure. Just interesting, the fans booed them off at the end of the game. 4 points clear, but they're obviously, you get a lot of fans who go, yeah, but inside the stadium, match-going fans don't feel like this. They booed them off at the end of the game. And I think the problem is, sometimes you lose in sport, but it's how you lose. Getting olayed by Man United, passing the ball around. All they were missing today was the Jesse Lingard moonwalk, and it would have took us back to when that happened. Massive. People say today's a wake-up call. I thought Forest was the wake-up call, but they obviously didn't turn the alarm off. They just pressed the snooze button. Now it's going off again. Same old Arsenal people. Let me know in the comments what you think. What is the issue? How do Arsenal improve? Do they need to go into the market? Do question marks need to be asked about this manager? How he's getting tactically outdone at home by Carrick in that manner. And we've seen it coming, unfortunately. Why is our attack so misfiring? 5 goals in the Premier League is our top goal scorer. Own goals is our second top scorer with 4 goals. Thank you very much for tuning in, people. Hit the like button, hype up the video. Same old Arsenal. We should be used to it by now, people. See you soon, everyone. Bless.